What is good, you guys? It is Tacosallday, and I got my guests here. I got another one aside from the regular, the
Tommy.
usual. Yeah, buddy. I got my other brother,
Detox slash fapping.
Fappin. Yeah, so I got him here, and my friend wanted to go ahead and try a different take and have another person a part of it. And this one is called, what you say?
Trust and boundaries. Today we're going to be talking about trust and boundaries. It's about being in a relationship and also, honestly, just a relationship, period. You have to set boundaries so you can build the trust. That's how I believe it has to go anyways. Because if you don't set your boundaries, that means essentially the person that you are not setting the boundaries for, they're just going to walk all over you. And I don't believe that builds healthy trust. And it may not even be a personal thing for them to walk all over you. But the simple fact is, if they come slap you in the back of the head every day because that's what they do to their little brother and they view you as that, and you don't stop them from doing that, so they just going to keep on pow, 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 keep on smacking you in the back of the head, and you're going to be like, one day you're just going to be like, yo, what the hell is you doing? You going to turn up on them one day and it's just going to be bad. And you're like, oh, well, you let me, you know what I'm saying? What's up? You ain't never said nothing like that before. Why you just get mad? So it's about setting boundaries so you can build healthy trust. Do y'all have anything to say on that one? Or
Yeah. Go ahead. No, go ahead. You're my guest.
So, you got a point. And the whole thing about what you said yesterday, getting back to that, communication is key in my opinion. So it's trust, communication. You got to be open. Open. If you guys have to say, you need to call it out. Like you said, boundaries, call it out.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hold it in and just let it slide. That's my issue. I let things slide.
Mm-hmm.
I should have called it out. I didn't. I let it slide. Other stuff happens. Then, even though you think it's going okay, secrecy starts happening. Let's say you got social media, and normally you share everything with the other person that you're in a relationship with. They start sharing, statuses that you can't see, and then somebody will come at you. Oh, hey, what's that mean? What's that mean? You're like, I don't know what that means because I can't see it. You know what I mean? So when you confront the other person about that, oh, it's just it's just a joke. It's just ha. But it keeps happening. Eventually you're gonna be like, whatever. She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. Or he gonna do it. He gonna do it. But you need to be open because I don't think a relationship it won't work if you're not open completely. So the whole secrecy, social media, texting somebody else. Oh, we're just talking. We're just friends. You need to be open. Tell me what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on. How I feel. How you feel. And you just work from there.
We were speaking in our second video
Mm-hmm.
About communications, and not only in that, but in relationships in general.
Yeah.
We were talking about that too, specifically about if you're with somebody,
Yep.
if you're in a romantic relationship, if there's no communication where it makes sense of what's going on, and it's always some sort of excuse or something else, then there's an issue. If the only answer you can say is just this or is just that, because you keep getting asked, that means there's a problem and there's a lack of communication, there's a lack of understanding of going on. Somebody sees something, wonders about it, you're not being clear about it. Somebody wonders about it again, you're not being clear about it. At some point, either you're going to be clear about it or it's going to end. If you're not trying to help me understand or put the effort out to make it a fair exchange, what is you doing?
I fully agree. And that goes, right back to, speak to be received.
Yep.
And when you speak to be received, I do agree, Detox. You must be fully transparent. Because if you're not transparent, everything doesn't flow as smooth. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not fully transparent, it's hard to set boundaries later. It's very hard for some people to take a step back. Y'all feel me?
Oh yeah,
I do.
It's always hard to take a look back from fresh eyes. It's always hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, well, what was so different? Did you feel this way in the beginning? Oh, and then now you also give them, and I don't want to be like, this is a tactical situation where you have to win. However, you were trying to go down the path of least resistance. Now you give them the resistance that, you know what I'm saying, they can use against you. Well, why didn't you say something in the beginning?
Right.
And
It's
now,
an issue now.
Exactly. So then, you know, also you can really change somebody's perception of you by holding back. Because now it's not only your end, the trust, you know, may be diminished, but also on their end, because they're like, well, honestly, I thought I was doing everything right, and all of a sudden now you come at me like this.
Yeah, there it is. That's that phrase right there. At first it was like this, but now that's what I was saying in the last video.
Mm-hmm.
When you consistently do something for somebody and it's not clear that it's okay to say no or what's up, question it, then it's like, well, you did before, what's different now?
Exactly.
That's what we were talking about before. You gotta make it clear from the get-go, from jump. And if it does, and if it's not from jump and it's been going on for a while, step that foot down and keep it consistent. Doesn't matter how long it takes. If that person can understand that you want some respect, then they can bounce. It's really, you know.
Yeah. So let's say you set on boundaries, right? Like you set boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Don't do this, don't do that. And like I said, you don't call anything out. Somebody does something that you're questioning, you don't call it out, you just let it slide. They do it again. Next thing you know, it gets to a point where they'll just start reaching. And they'll keep going more and more and more and doing things that you don't know about, keeping a secret. And eventually it'll get to a point where you're questioning is like, what are they doing? Like every second, what are they doing? Are they being truthful to me? So like if you don't talk up and ask them, everything that they do, like whenever you don't hear from them, whenever you don't see them, you're gonna question what are they doing, and you're gonna think in yourself, oh, they're doing this, they're doing that, and it's not a healthy relationship.
It's not peace.
It's not healthy for them. It's not healthy for you, because you're gonna always be thinking negatively. Maybe they're doing this with somebody. Maybe they're doing that with somebody. I wonder what they're doing, and you need to call things out. Set boundaries. Okay, so if you're gonna do this, make sure you let me know. If you're gonna do that, tell me. I'll tell you when I'm going out. I'll tell you when this and that and that. You need to tell me what you're doing, and just so we could be on the same page. I don't want to get to a point where I'm like, your parents, somebody trying to control you, telling you what to do. Don't do this, don't do that. I just want to be informed of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Let me know so I don't have to worry or assume things. That like the worst case scenario, whatever. You're out with somebody else. You're laying in the ditch. You know what I'm saying? It's just be open.
Like, again, stepping back to our previous podcast,
Mm-hmm.
when me and Connor were saying, if someone, I'm trying to find the right words for it.
Can I help you out?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, this may be wrong, or maybe not be what you're saying, but what Detox was saying is essentially you treat others how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
So if you want them to do something, you must do that first, so you can show them, hey, I'm about what I'm saying. Once again, you don't always trust somebody's words, you trust their actions. And the words are just saying, hey, this is what I'm going to do. And their actions show you, yeah, okay, they're about their word. So that builds the trust in your word. The actions must come first. If I'm telling you what I'm doing every second of the day, all day, yeah, I'm probably, annoying as hell. Okay, let's be real. However, if I asked you to do that, it's not unfair of me to ask you, because I do it for you. And I'm showing you how I would like to be treated, because I'm treating you as nice as I can and to the best of my ability. Understand?
Got you.
So,
I have now actually. When you said that, I have 2 points for that.
Okay.
The first point, I'm going to respond to what you were saying, where, of course, if somebody were to treat you as you want to be treated, that's of course the golden rule for everything. If you want to do something, at least do it respectfully, or do it with as much non-ill will as possible. So if you're saying, hey, we're in a relationship, make that first clear, we're in one. Secondly, I don't have a problem telling you what's going on with me, and it would help me feel much at ease if you just did the same, reciprocated. Just give me what I give you. It doesn't have to be the same, just a little something. Like, it doesn't have to be every day and updated every second. It just has to be, I'm good. You don't got to worry. There's nothing to worry about. There's no stress because I can prove that. My actions prove what I'm saying. Building that trust into what you're doing because your actions prove that you're not you're not being wrong. You're good.
What you said, treat people how you want to be treated or whatever, it also has to do with effort. Like, if it's two people, you put in the effort, you would expect the same effort to come from that person. Yeah. So, let's say, me for instance, I'll do, this is me for instance, everything if I do something for somebody, and I'm doing it for you, even though you didn't ask me to, I'm doing it out of love, because I care, because I want to. But if you don't, like Dane said, reciprocate that, it's going to bother me, it's not going to work, you know what I'm saying? I'll do this for you, I'll do this for you, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. But if all I get is a, oh, hey, thanks, I appreciate it, or, I love you, blah, 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 but you don't, I want to feel connection. Like, if I go out of my way to go where you are, or to, do this, do that for you, and if you can't even, like, physically see me in person, but you can, you can go hang out with your friends, do this, do that, that, in my opinion, you're not trying. You're not showing any effort. When you have free time, you can come see me. We can go do this, go do that, but it's not gonna work because I want that. Like, if I put the effort in, I need to see at least a little bit of the same effort coming out of you.
I just got my point back. When we were talking about in our last video for the third down time, I'm gonna get it. I am sorry, but I'm gonna get it. It's dating yourself and self-worth. You understand who you are. Yeah. That's what I was going with, and I'll keep forgetting it. All right. So when my brother kept saying that he didn't feel like it wasn't enough effort, it wasn't this, it didn't feel right, something was off. That's why if you keep letting things slide, eventually it'll dig down at you like a chisel to a wall. You gotta let yourself.
It's going to eat you alive.
It's going to eat you alive. That's why if you don't understand how to step back, like Kami said, step back, analyze yourself, and then if you realize that it's not at peace, it's constantly questioning, take a break, take a step back, drop it. Date yourself, find out who you are, what you're going to accept, what you're willing to let slide, and what you're willing to, push forward. Like, if you don't understand who you truly are, it's okay. Take a step back from a relationship. You don't got to be in one. That's perfectly fine. What's more important is how you feel about yourself before, after enduring anything that happens in life. Until you find out what you want to do or how you want to get treated, everyone else comes second to you, no matter what.
I agree. And I got another little point to add, and this is more of a I want this to ring in your head whenever you think or whenever you feel it. If you wouldn't let someone disrespect the person you love, why would you Can we edit that out? I gotta make sure. Okay. If you wouldn't let someone disrespect the person you love, why would you let them disrespect you? Like you said, you're supposed to love you some you because I love me some me. Okay? That's facts.
Point. Excellent point.
That's what that is.
And basically what that means is know your worth.
Yeah.
Before you get into a relationship with somebody, you know what you're worth. So if you get into a relationship with them and they try to diminish you or beat you down, break you down, you'll be like, well, why does that happen? Like, I know what I'm worth. I know what I can give to somebody. So if you're always questioning, that person, always questioning your relationship, your thought of mind, what's going on, you don't need to be with that person. You need to be somewhere else because you know what you're worth and you know what you can give someone else.
Yeah, it's easy to walk away when you know who you are, and you will never settle for less.
Exactly.
Because why would I want to eat? Like, let's say I have $15 in my pocket. Why would I want to eat a $1 piece of garbage that's going to kill my body? Instead of finding something better, and spending at least $10 on something that will make my body better, and it's going to have me leftovers for later.
That's a good point.
Exactly. And to just kind of piggyback off what Detox was saying, what he was saying was sounding like you in a war zone. What's the enemy gonna do next? What are they gonna do to me? Or what are they gonna do behind my back? What are they gonna do when I can't see? No.
Exactly. You should not have to think about that in a relationship. Like, it should not be that serious.
It should not be a war.
Exactly.
It shouldn't.
Exactly. If you can obtain PTSD in a relationship, you in the wrong one.
Y'all should be like this. I got my fingers in a cross.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like boom, like that.
Exactly.
But yeah, so like if that person is not there to add to your peace, add to your worth, add to your positivity, add to your growth, what is the purpose? Like, I can understand that there's people that want to do relationships for fun, or do things for fun, but that's not relationship stuff. That's being single, doing whatever you want, because who cares? Now, when you start to buckle down and say, I want to include someone into my life, either you're serious, or you're just making that person a joke.
Exactly. Another thing I want to say is, and it's about knowing yourself. So, like I said, to do this, you must first date yourself. And to also do this, you must trust yourself. If you do not trust yourself, you will inadvertently sabotage every single relationship, even the ones that aren't partnerships, every single relationship, period. Because you don't trust yourself. So if you don't even trust yourself, how in the hell would you begin to trust someone else? It don't make no sense.
That is so true.
It don't make no sense. I think I can. Well, I believe. Well, I was thinking about. Nah, trust yourself.
Be confident.
Exactly.
Be committed to your own choice. Have conviction to follow through.
Stand tall.
It doesn't matter if it's a wrong choice. If it's the one that you made, stand through it. Find out how to make it better and keep moving forward. Don't ever doubt yourself because I don't know. Okay, being timid is cool. It's fine. There's a place and a time. But when it comes to yourself and making decisions, making yourself better, either it's 100 or it's not real.
Exactly. So that's one thing that, and honestly, trusting yourself is not as easy as, some people make it seem. Because if you don't know yourself, you have to get to know yourself.
Yeah.
So you have to find out your own personal boundaries. You have to find out your own limits. You have to find out everything about yourself, and then you will find your soulmate. You know what I'm saying? That's what I personally believe. And do y'all have anything else to say on that?
So personally, I feel like my relationship failed because on my side I wasn't confident enough. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I didn't do things I should have done. I didn't think how I should have thought, but I wasn't confident enough, and I was shy. Like you said, trusting yourself, it's harder than it is. You know what I mean? It's difficult, but that's when trusting yourself and being aware of what's going on. Like even if they're doing something you don't approve of, like you can still call it out. Like you see something you don't like, call it out. But trusting yourself and I guess trusting the other person, two different things.
Yeah.
Completely.
You'll know it and you'll see it.
Yeah. It's almost like a visceral reaction, to be honest.
Yeah.
When somebody crosses a boundary that you set out, that you've made clear, it truly shows that they have, 1, no respect for you, 2, no care for you, 3, if you've done it and you've accepted it, they can do it again. And when brother was talking about reaching, that's exactly what it means. When you allow something to happen one time, they'll know that you accept it, and they'll do something a little bit worse. You'll accept it, and you do it a little bit worse, they'll accept it. You do a little bit worse, and you keep it going. Next thing you know, it's this atrocious thing that it was an accident. Nobody. It was all choices that you decided to make because I was weak enough to say, it's all good.
And let it slide.
You can't be soft with yourself.
Exactly. I 100% agree. And for those who may be going through that out here, I want you to listen to this process, okay? This is the thought process. 1, you must think about what you're going to do before you do it. So, while they were doing said action, they had to think about it. They had to send the electric signals to their muscles to start committing the action. And while they are committing the action, guess what's going on? They are still thinking about it. So while they're committing the action, they're still thinking about it. They're thinking about how, hey, I know this is going to cause this reaction. Do I give a fuck? Nah, they good. So they keep on doing it, and they keep on doing it until the action is complete. And when the action is complete, they have the audacity to think, all right, bet, now that it's done, now I'm going to load my gun, my defense, to see how far I can push their offense back and get back on the winning side again, so I can hurt you again. That is a thought process, and that is what you need to think about every time somebody double cross you, every time somebody lie to you, every time somebody throw some shade at you. Every single time you need to think about that thought process.
With the key word and them doing it as they wouldn't allow you to do that to them. So why would you?
Exactly. Exactly.
And it's always my favorite thing is if somebody were to treat you in a certain way and you treat them the exact same way that they do it, they'd be hurt, mad, and furious in an instant. They'd be ready to call you out, ready to say you're this, you're that, you're this, all because you shared a little bit of what they've done over the course of time knowing them to you.
Exactly. So it's really a shame. Boom. I just thought of something else. For the people who don't volunteer information, like if you're in a relationship, depending on who you are, you may not always volunteer information, and that is completely okay. Now, if you see your partner and they're volunteering information, they are treating you how they would like to be treated. So if you know something, and then they later comes up and says, well, you didn't ask. That, I am telling you, that is bullshit.
They should have just came on and told you.
Exactly. Because you're saying, okay, well, you didn't ask. No, that is a paper thin excuse because you know some good information and you hold it to yourself, and it's all because of you didn't ask. So, well, I didn't think about it. But you thought about it, like I said, that thought process, right?
You chose not to say it.
They thought about it, and then they said, "No, I'm not going to say that." They can't say they weren't thinking about that because they said, "Well, you didn't ask." So for them to say you didn't ask, that means what? That means they thought about it, and they thought about giving it to you if you asked for it. This is where we talk about effort. This is where we talk about meeting me halfway. That's how you build true trust, real trust, because you show the effort. You treat it like it's yourself. That's why you say, and that's why we say, you must love yourself. I love me some me. You need to love you some you. Detox, Taco.
So while you were saying that, I had a like you saying, like I said earlier about that being a paper thin excuse. Like I didn't ask you to do it. If you like I said earlier, if you do something for somebody and they say, "Well, I didn't ask you to do it. I did it because I cared." That's the whole point. I even though you didn't ask me to, I did it because I cared. Because I officially care about you. Like even if nobody else does, I do. So why would you take that and walk over me? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You appreciate it, but you really don't care. Like, I appreciate it.
They don't appreciate it. They don't appreciate it because if they did, they wouldn't say, "I didn't ask you to." Instead of saying, "I didn't ask you to," like an uppity asshole, they would have said, "Oh my God, thank you for thinking of me when you didn't have to, when you didn't need to, but you did, and you acted on it. Thank you. I appreciate that." That's all you have to say. Whenever somebody says, "Well, I didn't say, so I didn't ask,"
nobody made you do it.
Yeah, nobody made you do it. It wasn't your job. Does that matter? The thing has been done, so show some gratitude or show some appreciation. Or you can show me your true self and say, "Ew, why?"
And multiple times too, like I know I have a friend personally. He'll do all these things for his girl, and she'll come up to work. "Why'd you do that?" I'm like, "Yo, dude, you not know how much he cares for you. That's why he did it." So thank you. Kiss him. Do something. Don't just nobody asked you to.
Why?
Why you always do that?
Exactly. So once again, and it's not beating a dead horse. We're just giving you different perceptions and perspectives on how things go. When somebody shows you that bullshit right there, you may like that. And that's completely fine because that's what you like. It floats your boat. It gets you through the night. It makes you sleep well, whatever. Yeah, now, for the people who are in the situation of they really don't like that, they're trying to, work around it, and they're trying, listen, just go back to trusting yourself. If you don't like it, and you have already voiced it, and they keep being themselves, and they keep showing you that ugly side, guess what? Fuck them. Leave them. Leave them. Leave them. Leave them. Okay? Because that is just not even. It's nowhere near cool. It's nowhere near cool. They showing you themselves. Trust yourself, and love yourself enough to know your worth, and to know you're worth more than that, and you are deserving of what you are worth. Understand that.
Go ahead, Pastor Kami.
Brother Jones.
Yeah. but not for real, cause it's like,
serious note.
It's
bugs
really
me.
a shame.
Like,
Yeah.
cause I, you know me, I'm a dude that loves to do stuff for others. I love doing stuff for others. So whenever I would do something, and I would always hear, I didn't ask you to do that. I always immediately, originally, I was like, oh, okay, and then during the end, I was like, well then fuck you. I always say that. Well, fuck you. I did it because I wanted to. If you don't appreciate it, fuck you.
Exactly.
I know who I am.
Exactly.
Because at the end, I started dating myself because I had way more time for myself. And I was like, I'm not going to take that shit no more. What do you think this is? I ain't sure whatever you think I am. If you don't like it, I won't do it again. 2, I don't care. 3, we done. I'm good.
Exactly.
I ain't never got to worry about that because it ain't never going to happen again. When you ask me about it, oh, I thought it was, you didn't ask me to. So if you're not going to ask me to, I'm not going to do it.
Exactly. And on that note, this is where their offense kicks in, okay? So when you stop doing those nice, beautiful, loving things, they gonna say, you've changed. You're so mean now.
You switched up on me.
You're not even the same Of course, because what you have shown me is that I need to adapt accordingly about how you treat me. So now you're gonna be like, oh, well yeah, let me get that. Nah, you good. I ain't got it right now. You cannot have this from me. Because when I did it before, you've shown me, why you do that? Well, I didn't actually do that. Well, fine. You didn't actually do it, I will no longer do that. So when you do ask me to do it, and when I changed up on you, it don't tell me it's, oh, I'm being this, I'm being that, without saying the hurt that you caused me. I showed my heart and you showed your fangs. So of course when I'm bleeding, I want to take my heart back and heal. So when you say, do this, I'm going to be like, nah, you good.
You asked. I appreciate it. But nah.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Exactly. Exactly.
Nah.
Exactly. Now, we on these podcasts, we talking like we do no wrong. No, that's not the case.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely not the case.
In order to get there, you have to learn.
Exactly.
That means these happened.
Trials and tribulations upon trials, upon more tribulations.
Upon years.
You take every.
Yes.
You take every. Oh, what's the word?
Experience.
No, it's something that it's
Situation.
Every situation is an experience.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no bad situation, good situation. Every experience is a learning. Every situation is a learning experience.
Yeah.
That's why I see it. You learn from past. I don't want to say mistakes, but past events.
They're all lessons. You can learn.
You don't. Yeah, lessons. You don't know what's a mistake. I mean, like in general, since you do, I shouldn't have done that. But you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. And just to speak on the past situations that turned into experience that ultimately turned into lessons that we could teach y'all, or even just give y'all something to reminisce about, because some of y'all already know what's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're hearing this and you're like, yeah, I remember that. I remember do that.
Exactly.
Oh, definitely.
Exactly. So there are people out here, no matter where you are in the world right now, that, yeah, we went through the same thing. Yeah, we can relate. Yeah, we have never met personally. But yes.
I know you.
And I know that situation. You hear me?
Yeah.
So, when in regards to change, that still has a lot to do with trust. And it even has a lot to do with boundaries. Because when you change, let's say you were a bit more shy. So you would tell, you know what I'm saying, let's say you told your girl, because we all men on the mic, you tell your girl, well, it's 2018, but anyway, you tell
we like women.
You tell yeah. Well, you tell your girl, look, I don't want you wearing that. I don't want you wearing this, and she's like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? She abide by, you know what I'm saying, your wishes, because she respects you. That is a effing plus. Keep that. Okay. Now, if you start to change,
I know where you're going with this,
and you start to develop more confidence, like, oh, you know what? Listen, you good, you can wear that. It's all good. Now, they might take that as a sign of, oh, you're cheating.
Or
you don't care.
You're nonchalant because you don't care. Because I was a nonchalant dude. I'm a nonchalant dude. I don't show my emotion unless it's like something that's truly big. But other times I'm just like, all right, whatever. I don't care. It's cool. Whatever. Cool. All right, no problem. So that would always be misconstrued as you don't care about me. When I'm over here like, but who going broke because you need gas money though? Who need to get you to work though? Who does this to do what though? Oh well, I don't care though. But it's nothing. But yeah. So another way I was going to say I thought you were going to go was, there's the shy guy who says don't wear that, But then there's also the don't wear that, and then the response of you're not my boss.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was gonna get there. I just wanted to show, you know what I'm saying, the people, because I know there's people who out there who have went who have went through this dramatic evolution of gaining confidence, and it's a beautiful evolution. I wish everybody has a chance to go
To get
through
a breakup.
To get a breakup.
To be honest, yeah.
Nah, I don't wish that. You know what
No,
I'm
no,
saying?
not like a bad breakup, but if everybody has a breakup at one point, then they at least understand the beginning and the end and how they can change to make it so that they're a better person themselves.
Well, I ain't gonna lie here, bro. I'm gonna solidly disagree with you on that,
Okay.
and that's just because.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. That's
Yeah.
the first disagreement.
Yeah, and that's just because you don't get into a relationship going like, I'm gonna break up. No.
No, that person don't need to be in one day.
For the long haul.
I'm saying, like, if everybody has a serious relationship and they just happen to break up, then they can reevaluate what happened.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a learning lesson. Not somebody saying, I'm going to get in a relationship just to break up. Like, no, stay your single ass over there.
We're gonna be in a relationship for 3 months.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? But see, I don't know, because the way you put it off was this. I hope everybody get into a breakup. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that whatsoever. If you get into a
I think he was
relationship,
just being spiteful. I think it was.
I'm not.
Burn.
I'm not feeling that at all. If you get into a relationship, and I hope the butterflies last forever.
The honeymoon phase every day.
The honeymoon phase every day. I want there to be sunshine, rainbows, and a whole bunch of freaky shit that nobody need to see. I say between y'all. But it's sunshine and rainbows. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to have to go through a breakup to attain. Because ultimately, these lessons did come with pain.
They did.
You know, and so when you said, yeah, I want everybody to do that. Not really feeling that.
You over here saying it like I'm Nagato. I want you to feel the pain of a breakup, then we can be equal. Like,
Yeah.
no, fam.
Yeah, you know
Be a
what I'm saying?
Katsuki.
Because that, you know what I mean? Like that, essentially that sound like a slave mentality. You know, this new guy come on the block, bet he needs 30 lashes.
Right?
He needs 30 lashes. No, I'm not gonna get 30 lashes on my back. Oh, well, I got it. So just because you got it doesn't mean I'm cool with it.
That's another kind of thing I don't like too. When somebody says because I went through something, you had to do it too.
Exactly.
Like
Like
I'm
you
saying,
just said.
like when I said breakup, I meant as you get in a relationship. If it breaks up, and if you did already break up, then you've already learned how certain things aspire from certain things.
I mean that's a nice how you say backstep? That's a
Wave dash back.
yeah, that's a nice backstep. However, that initial hit was, yeah, I hope everybody go through a breakup. I don't agree still. And matter of fact, I would never agree with that. I would never agree with that. However, I will agree, and I will say, I want everybody to go through that beautiful evolution of gaining confidence and gaining growth and gaining clairvoyance and gaining clairvoyance on said, issues to where they can do it better the next time if they are provided the next time.
Or if they even have to do it, because again, if they don't break up, perfect.
Exactly. And now you know what? You don't have to go through a breakup to gain those things. Let me make that clear. Okay? You can go through a really bad falling out that feels like things may not go back to what the way they were. And that could push you to new levels of
Not necessarily new, but different.
It's
Evolved.
Because
Yeah,
it doesn't necessarily mean a good thing for some people too. Because remember, some people after a massive breakup, a massive downturn, they don't spiral up. Some don't date themselves afterwards. Some
kill
don't
themselves.
understand themselves. Some, again,
they
kill themselves, kill others, do harm unto others. Some don't grow.
Some don't grow. Actually, I'm gonna disagree. Because when you say, that spiral down, however, spiraling down, depending on what your perception is
That's true.
spiraling up.
That's true.
Because it feels like down doesn't necessarily mean you are going down. Now, I'm not a Christian or anything like that. However, they do say when one door closes, another will open. Now, when that door of light that may have been blinding you, when that closes, the door of darkness may help you gain your sight back through being alone, possibly, or being in a place where you now need to figure out what to do next.
Yeah.
And when you figure out what to do next, we gonna pretend that was a spring that you were on, that you were going all the way down.
A trampoline.
Exactly. And it's gonna shoot you straight up immediately when you finally gain that clairvoyance. So I wouldn't necessarily say you go down. I know if you
that's
learn
that's why I said some may not, some do,
Yeah.
some may not.
Let's
just say we hope that they do spring back up.
No, the reason I disagree is because I don't believe any go down. Now, throughout this change, I do not believe that the universe is going to specifically make you go back to where you came, because obviously you got from where you came because you understood the lessons and you passed that level. Now, I do believe life like a video game, so if you want to go back, it's to reminisce. It's to reminisce, but you're not gonna go back.
Yeah, it's like
to
that whole
live
like the alternate universe thing. There's always that straight line, then it's the curve off.
Yeah, exactly. You're not gonna go back to live and then try to stay. And that, no, we don't do that over here. Insert Black Panther me. We do it as a way, and this is my personal belief. We go and we go through a trial and tribulation. Just because things weren't always as mushy goo goo as they once were before, does not mean you can't have 10 times better than that.
Exactly.
What do you guys say, Detox?
Everything y'all said is true. The only thing I had was when they was talking about emotion.
Mm-hmm.
The only emotion you'll get out of me is a smirk or a laugh. That's the only emotion you'll get out of me when something happens. Like today, my friend Dave, manager said something to me and I smirked, and he was like, "Oh, he mad." Like he knows my smirks and my laughs. That's the only emotion you'll get out of me. But I mean, everything y'all saying is on point. You know what I mean? But
Well, I had a question for you then.
yeah.
Do you believe you can do better by showing more emotion? Do you believe that your smirks are easily read? Do you you know what I mean? Like, do you have to be? Because that's the first time I have heard about that. Yeah, that's new. That's news to me.
There's only two people that know about my smirks and my laughs. Andrew and Dave. They're the only ones, but I do that to cope with things, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll smirk, I'll laugh, I cope with it. Certain things, like if somebody comes at me wrong, I'll smirk and I let it bounce off me. Something happens, like relationship wise, I'll laugh and try to learn from what happened. But it's a coping mechanism.
So that's I got you. Some people stress eat. You laugh at a bad situation. I mess with it. You know what I'm saying? I like that. That's cool. That's literally that's blowing my mind right now because I never knew that, and it's even blowing my mind because only 2 people know about it. So your mom, your dad, and none of your 3 other brothers know about that. Only your 2 best friends, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's
like I smirk and laugh here like we playing a game. I don't know if y'all noticed though.
But see, now that I get to think back on it, you know, I'm gonna go back to a very specific situation. We could probably edit this part out. Bruh, when I killed you with a forward smash with Falco with DDD when we was playing Daniel and Allen on the same team, and I believe it was last game, and we literally, boom, I killed you. We was all at high percent, but since they double teamed me, he had Marth and Allen had 0 suit.
Yeah.
And then you were like, ha, you killed with a forward smash. That's frustration.
Yeah.
Okay, we can get back. I just had to, like, cause I was like, oh, okay. I immediately went, boom.
See, now this is
right
what we
back.
call the pieces falling into the puzzle because it clicked. He understood.
Effective immediately. So when I come and punch you and shit, like that's
I just be laughing.
Yeah, okay. 'Cause I'm like, you know what I mean?
Like that's what I'm saying. They mean different things, and only those two know what it means. It's crazy, right? I'll get mad, but I really get mad. I'm always laughing, always smirking, but that's how I cope and deal with things. 'Cause, like, I laugh at every situation.
So you don't believe that could? Do you believe that you need more work?
Everybody needs work.
Definitely.
Everyone needs work.
Definitely, I agree. I'm saying specifically towards that. Do you think there's something that you would need to either, I don't want to say change, but anything that's not the same way as it once was before is changed? So do you believe that you should probably change that in regards to maybe your next relationship? Because you know, because you got to understand, people naturally treat you a way that they want to be treated, and some naturally treat you a way that you would let them get away with. Okay.
Right.
Now, depending on who you meet, let's say you meet the person that naturally treats you the way that you want to be treated. If they showing you all this emotion, anger, happiness, sorrow, frustration, confusion, and you say, "I'm mad," "I'm happy," like, of course that like we said, communication.
Even to step back too.
They're not
Even in our communication video, understanding your own toxic traits, understanding your own traits, your own toxic traits, your positive traits, and knowing if you can improve them or not.
Exactly. Like, they're not mind readers.
So I would communicate. Like, for me personally, I would communicate. There's just certain things when I hear something I know is BS. My chance, like, I didn't call it out. I laughed, let it slide. You know what I mean? I should have said something. But sorrow, I would comfort. I wouldn't laugh or smirk. I would comfort. They were angry, I'd be angry with them. But most of the time, like, when something was cool, I would laugh, smirk, walk it off.
But if you gotta walk it off, that to me that says it's not cool. Let me go walk this off.
If I gotta walk it off, then I'm really mad.
Yeah, like, so, and you smirking then.
Yeah.
So how are you being so? Now I got more questions for you, because now I'm trying to get to know you personally. Like, when you get mad with somebody, do you do your eyebrows just point down and you just smirk, or
No,
are you legitimately?
If I get mad with someone, I won't laugh. I'll just talk to them in regular tone. Like, I'll make no facial expressions. So when they're happy, like, I'll be laughing with them. They're sad, I'll be like, I'm really sorry about that. Like,
It's slime.
touching.
It oozes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's just still slimy. I'm sorry that happened to you, but damn, you still lost.
It happened to me.
It's like,
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Would it be cash or credit?
I still take charge. I can take credit. I can take check.
That's funny, because at work that happens all the time. Oh, my husband left me. Oh, you want that in a big bag or a small bag?
And he comes home to play DDD.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, that is hilarious. So you,
Little kid was running yesterday and ran smack into the DVD bag. I'm looking at him. Well, I'm helping somebody and they mad at me.
Customer service people, you gotta have
I'm terrible.
something.
so you
Make that face like that.
If y'all could see the video, Kami can't even speak.
so okay, 'cause I just imagined you in a whole
DVD outfit.
no,
Walking around with a hammer.
not with the hammer, but like with like the Walmart, with the OG Walmart smiley face. Like, you just put that on when you laughing, and then you take it off and it's just straight face.
Ooh.
Yeah, so cash or credit. Yeah, no. So, oh my god. Okay. Oh, man.
Like, sometimes I'll stop and go like this.
Oh man, like, oh man, you got a lot of editing on this one. You got a lot of editing.
Not this part.
You can leave that in.
Yeah, no, I'm saying you can leave it in for this. Goodness gracious. Okay, man. So
are you good?
So we got to the trust and whatnot. I would like to speak more on boundaries. If y'all have anything else to say on boundaries, because I mean, I do feel as if boundaries in relationships, all relationships, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say trust is number one, absolutely, over everything in any relationship. Then it comes communication, and when you combine those two, then you have love. If you have trust and you have good communication,
I guess that would build up afterwards. But I would. Go ahead.
So then you have love, okay. Not in love, but love, okay. Then more communication with the boundaries. Then that's how you get respect. So it's like a continuous cycle, and of course then you fall once you get all of that, Captain Planet all together and whatnot. You get now you guys are both in love, and then honestly, I believe being in love is the ultimate goal of any relationship. Well, not any relationship. Any relationship, romantic relationship. There we go. Thank you.
Because it'd be weird if I said I like women, but dude, I'm in love with you.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, this be our last podcast.
I love you,
I'm not,
but I ain't in love with you.
Yeah, this is my last podcast. So I'm not homophobic or anything like that. However,
we don't do that here.
Yeah, we can insert Black Panther me. So,
but I would have to differ from you in that circular regard. I think, of course, first trust is the most important. Then, of course, communication. And I still think that with communication and trust, you begin to form boundaries, unspoken and spoken. And then, when they follow the boundaries, you can have more respect and then start to love the person.
Okay.
Because I was thinking that recently I met a friend who we haven't met in a long time.
Okay.
There's boundaries. So we don't touch those. We don't talk about those because it could be soft spots. It could be temper, So we just respect those, and we can respect even more. Yeah. So it'll bring us closer than ever trying to just trample over a boundary simply because, hey, what up? Tell me something. So I think trust, communication becomes boundaries, becomes respect and love.
Okay. Detox.
Hold on, I literally stopped this like 19 minutes ago. My bad.
This is why we say, listen to understand.
Yeah, I think we hit everything on the nail. You know what I mean? Boundary, trust, effort.
Clearly, he wasn't listening.
Clearly.
All in all, you need to have that trust and the communication skill to make a relationship work. Because without that, you don't have a basis to form anything on.
Exactly.
That's me.
Yeah. That's a good take.
Okay. Yeah.
This is definitely the most filled podcast.
Oh yeah.
I ain't cutting none of that.
So no more beating a dead horse.
I think we did hit everything.
Yeah, I think we did hit everything.
Yeah, for this one, yeah.
Yeah. There will be more to come, guys.
Most definitely.
There'll be more to come. But as usual and as always, this is Kami.
Detox/Fapping.
And this is Tacosallday, and I hope you guys enjoyed that podcast. Leave your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Do not forget to hit that sub and the bell if you want to get more of my, updates. I will see you guys in the next video. Much love, and as always, deuces.